So hello everyone, hello. So I want to give you guys a simple quick update on moi. Y'all like my makeup? This wig, y'all, I got this wig from the beauty store. I had wanted a bang wig, and I have some hair, some trade hair that I had brought from the beauty store like last year or whatever, and I wanted a bang wig, and I was thinking about making that wig into a wig like this, but it's longer hair. And I was like, well, do I really want to cut that hair into like shorter hair or what? I don't know. But I was running errands last week, and I went into the beauty store. And when I went into the beauty store, I had saw a wig, this one, banging. So I was like, I want this wig or whatever. So got the wig. It's a synthetic wig, you know, a little synthetic wig. But yeah, don't be sleeping on those synthetic wigs, baby. Don't be sleeping on them synthetic wigs, because them synthetic wigs is gonna get you together like this wig. This get me together. So got this wig, tried it on. When I tried it on, I was like, I don't know if it's giving what it's supposed to give, but I started to play with it, and after I played with it, that's when I realized, like, okay, this is what I want. It looks nice. So I want to give you guys an update on Get Classy with Sasha. As you guys know, if you don't know, I am a graduate student at Tulane University pursuing my master's in social work. So much of time as I wanted last semester to like really put energy into my business, because graduate school was going to be like undergrad, so like I was going to be able to juggle having a job, my business, and graduate school. And come to find out, like, I had to quit my job because I really had to put a lot of energy, effort, and focus into my business, into graduate school. And then I really didn't have the time to put into my business, because if I wasn't working on papers, completing assignments, reading assignments, I was dealing with my life, getting myself together. So I really didn't have the time. Well, I don't want to say I really didn't have the time, because I had the time. I just didn't prioritize the time. I didn't prioritize my business. So now that it is a new year, now that it's a new semester, I'm not working any other job. The only job I'm working at is Get Classy with Sasha. I'm getting better with time management, right? So I'm able to write down everything that I need to do throughout the day, and I'm able to refer back to that piece of paper to know, like, okay, this is what I had to do, this is what I had to do, this is what I had to do, right? So one of the things on my to-do list that I wrote down yesterday before I went to sleep, was to make a video, get a YouTube video out. So here I am making this video, getting this YouTube video out, right? So let me tell y'all, right, because this is about to get real spicy, right? Baby, last week, Friday, Thursday, no, I'ma backtrack to the week before last. So the week before last, not this last Friday, but the Friday before last, I went to the urgent care to get a COVID testing, because I woke up with a sore throat, right? Woke up with a sore throat, so it was really bad. Got tested, came back negative, right? I was able to take care of myself within like 2 days. My sore throat was gone. I called my Mimi. I asked my Mimi, like, what to do, blase this, blase that. I did it, and I made sure that I was okay, that I was here, right? And because of my sore throat, I didn't think it was COVID. If anything, I thought it was the weather, and it clearly it was the weather, because this weather is crazy. It's one way this way and then the next week that way. I just don't have time for the weather, right? So Wednesday, right? So I started graduate school Tuesday, right? I'm sorry, y'all. Like, I jumped from this place to that place to that place to that place. I hope and pray y'all stay with me. But Tuesday, I started my classes online. Tulane put our classes virtual because we're coming back from a break, and Tulane just knew like the COVID numbers and rates was gonna be really, really high. So we started our first week online. So Tuesday started classes. I had 3 classes Tuesday. I was perfectly fine Tuesday. Wednesday come, and my smell was off. So I was smelling bleach. So I'm like, why am I smelling bleach? Like what's wrong? Why am I smelling bleach? What's going on? And I never heard anyone say like smelling bleach is a symptom of COVID. So I'm thinking me smelling bleach is just something. I knew something was going on with me, but I didn't know exactly what it was. Like, I didn't know if it was COVID. Like, if somebody would have said, one of your symptoms of having COVID is that they say you're gonna lose your smell, but I didn't lose my smell. I was smelling bleach. So I'm doing everything. I have my nasal spray. I steam. I'm gonna show you guys my facial steam and my facial my routine of how I steam my face and how I control my sinuses or whatever, right? But I would steam my face, and while I'm steaming my face, I would put peppermint oil, the essential oil, peppermint oil, into the steamer so that it could open up my nostrils and like I could be able to smell and stuff like that. So after I steamed my face, like, I still was smelling bleach, and I'm just wondering, like, man, like, what's wrong with me? Now, I figured it was the weather because, like I said, this weather has been crazy. This weather is crazy. Your sinuses be acting right this day. Your sinuses be acting right. It's whatever, right? Y'all get it. So I didn't immediately think it was COVID. So I started to Google different things to see like what's going on, and it said something about COVID, but I'm like, nah, because it was just one thing that said anything about smelling bleach or it's related to COVID. So I'm like, it can't be COVID. And then plus, if anything, when I'm out and about, like, my mask is on. Like, no matter, I'm not gonna say no matter what it is, but if I feel like I'm not protected, or if I don't feel safe, I'm gonna put my mask on. And I've kept my mask on like throughout this whole entire pandemic, and like I haven't lifted up on, oh Sasha, you good, you don't have to wear your mask. Like, if I don't feel safe, I'm gonna wear my mask. And within last week and a week before last, I was inside. Like, I really wasn't out and about to where I could pinpoint when and where I caught COVID, right? So Wednesday, my smell started to go. I started smelling bleach. Thursday, continued to smell bleach, and I'm like, I don't like this. Let me hurry up, schedule an appointment to get a COVID test. Went to the urgent care Thursday. It was tested. When I went there, I told them what my symptoms was, and stuff like that. And the lady told me, I asked the nurse, like, does it sound like COVID? And she was like, yeah, but if it is COVID, you have mild symptoms, right? So I still didn't accept the fact of I could possibly have COVID, because I take the necessary steps to protect myself, to make sure that I don't have COVID. So when she told me that, I'm still saying in my head, like, it has to be the weather, because it's no way I caught COVID. Like, I can't pinpoint back to when or how I caught COVID. So The nurse, another nurse came in and she checked my ears, she checked my throat, and she realized like I still was having like, you know, a little nasal drop congestion, whatever she said. But she checked my throat and she told me like, you know, if it's COVID, then do whatever you're doing to, you know, heal yourself, take care of yourself, and to quarantine. But if it's not COVID, then continue to do what you're doing to heal yourself, to make sure that you know you healed and you're good or whatever, right? So I'm like, okay. I left, came home, continued to take care of myself or whatever. 12 o'clock in the morning, received my results. Positive. So I'm like, what? I'm positive for COVID. So I'm like, oh Lord, please heal me. Because at this point, so at this point, I'm wondering and I'm curious on how I caught COVID. So, I contacted the people that I was in close contact with, and I told them, you know, like, I don't know when I caught it, how long I had it, but it's best to get tested to make sure that you know y'all not positive or anything like that. But I was just so shocked and surprised that I really caught COVID, because I went through like the whole 2 years. We've been in this pandemic for 2 years without COVID, and here it come, and I'm just shocked and surprised. I have COVID. I've been quarantining. My last day of quarantine is January 25th. I scheduled an appointment at the urgent care January 26th to go get tested, so that I can know my results and my status on if I still have COVID or if I don't have COVID, right? So that's that. Right now, I feel perfectly fine. Yesterday I woke up and like my smell wasn't completely back. Like I'm able to smell now. I can completely smell. But yesterday and the day before yesterday, like I would wake up and it's like I really can't smell anything. But it's getting better now. It has gotten better. I feel better. Like I'm not coughing. I'm not smelling bleach. I don't have a sore throat anymore. Like I'm perfectly fine. I feel way better today than I did a few days ago. So yeah, that's my COVID story of how I caught COVID. It's so mind blowing to me, like so mind blowing. Every time I pull up my results and look at my results, if I have to, because I have to email my results to Tulane to let Tulane know that I tested positive. And when I look at the word positive, I'm like, this is crazy. Like, this is crazy. Like, yeah. So that's that with COVID. Another thing I've been doing, another thing that I've really been putting a lot of my energy and focus in is self-care. So I'm really, really big on self-care. Very big, because I have to take care of myself. If I don't take care of myself, who's going to take care of me? Right. So I'm real big on self-care. It's a lot of new things that I have added to my self-care routine. So I'm gonna give you a list of some of the things that I do for self-care. I work out. I enjoy working out, like working on my body and getting my body in shape and getting into how I want my body to look. I enjoy working out. Second, I enjoy taking bubble baths. I love bubble baths. Like just sitting in a tub with bubbles and hot water is so relaxing. Another thing that I haven't recently got into it, but another thing that I've realized that is very calming to me is reading books. I stay literally across the street from the library, so it's nothing for me to get up and go to the library. Sometimes I order books from Amazon because I want to build my own book collection, and like, you know, whenever I feel like reading this book, it's nothing for me to go to my book collection and read the book. But going to the library is very therapeutic. Um, but going to the library is very calming. Just walking around looking at different books, I really enjoy that. Another thing is steaming. I steam, a facial steam. So I order, another thing that I really enjoy doing is using my facial steamer. So that's what I use to like keep my sinuses like intact, to keep my nostrils and stuff, and you know, keep all that opening to where I'm breathing the way I'm supposed to. So yeah, I facial steam, not a lot, not as often as I want to, but it's a start. It's a start. I facial steam. I minimize how much of time I am on social media, and let me show you. So I have a time limit on my phone for social media, right? Here it goes, right? And sometimes I have the option to, it could remind me in 15 minutes, or I could ignore the time limit for the day. Sometimes I click remind me in 15 minutes all the time. And I rarely click ignore limit for today. I rarely click, but if anything, I'm always clicking remind me in 15 minutes. But I try to stay off of social media because the time I'm putting into scrolling and worrying about other people's lives and looking into what other people have going on, I could be worrying about my life. The same time I put into looking on this page, that page, that page, I could be putting it into my business. I could be putting it into reading my assignments. I could be putting it into writing papers. So I'm trying to step away from social media, give social media a break, and tune into me, into who I am. Another thing that I love doing is standing in the sun. Y'all, I could be having the worst day ever, and if I stand outside and if I step literally directly under the sun, I feel so much better. So I try to go outside and stand in the sun, get as much of the vitamin D as I can, to just breathe and just relax. I haven't been outside since I'm quarantining. I really don't have the urge to go outside just yet because I really don't want to leave outside because I have COVID. But if I was to walk outside, just to get fresh air and stand in the sun, plus on top of that, it's cold outside, so I don't think I'm going out there. But if it wasn't cold, I would probably take the stairway outside because it's minimum people that's taking the stairway, it's minimum, traffic. So I would probably take the stairway outside, just stand outside, get some fresh air, and then rush on back inside. But I haven't been outside since I've been quarantining. I'm gonna wait until my 5th day is over to stand outside, give me some fresh air. Right. So that's a part of my self-care. Oh, another thing that I want to how I practice my self-care and how I keep myself together is I have a therapist. I talk to my therapist every 2 weeks, every 2 weeks, right? Talk to my therapist every 2 weeks, 45-minute session, and that's helped me a lot with my mental health and just having someone other than family to speak to about my mental health, the issues and the things that I am going through today is very helpful. I realized that this anxiety, I'm not gonna say it's mine because it's not mine. this anxiety comes up randomly, and that's why I have a therapist to speak on my anxiety and my PTSD from my childhood and stuff like that. But this anxiety, it happens, you know. But I found a new way to calm my anxiety, right? And I saw it on TikTok, but I never really utilized this tool for my anxiety until like a few weeks ago. I would rub ice on my face, like whenever I'm feeling anxious, whenever I'm feeling nervous, like I'm on edge, or like, you know, I grab me a piece of ice and I just rub the ice over my face, and the ice really, it helps me. Oh my goodness. If you are suffering with anxiety, like, I highly suggest that you get you some ice and rub that ice on your face. The ice is gonna distract you from your thoughts, distract you from whatever it is that you're thinking about, whatever it is that have you on edge, anxious, nervous. Is gonna distract you from that, and your mind and focus is gonna be on how cold that ice is. And when I tell you it works, like, it works. Get you some ice. Get you some ice, right? So that's about it. Like, y'all, I know I ramble a lot. Like, I ramble over my words a lot. I could be talking about one thing and I'd be like, oh, and it happens. Actually, I'm going to get reevaluated for ADHD. So I'm kind of excited to get reevaluated. Years ago, first of all, let me say, so I was diagnosed with ADHD when I was in middle school, right? But I never took the diagnosis serious because I never knew exactly what it was, and I felt as if I was diagnosed with ADHD because of my behavior, right? So, and I knew why I was acting out. I knew why my behavior changed and stuff like that. So, like, I just felt like that diagnosis was, you know, was just, oh, she have ADHD, and push it to the side, you know. But now in my adult life, now that I am in graduate school, I am realizing, like, it's some things that I don't want to say fighting with, but it's some things that's occurring, and I'm realizing, is this because of my ADHD? And I think the reason why I ramble over my words is because I get distracted. It's like I could be talking about a story, and then it's like that squirrel, and I'll be like, oh, but guess, think about this, and then I hop back on track. So I ramble, script, scrap. It's a lot, but y'all got me. Y'all stay with me, bear with me, give me time. I'm gonna get it together. If I don't get it together, it's because of who I am. This is who I am, and that's what it is. So I'm currently looking for a doctor, preferably mainly a black doctor, to get reevaluated for ADHD, right? So I'll keep you guys updated about that. I'm really excited to find this doctor and to see to get reevaluated for ADHD, because I know that's gonna help me just to have professionals, to have a professional tell me, yes, this is what it is and this is what it's not, is gonna really help me without my mental health process and throughout my day-to-day life, because ADHD appears, whether if you know it or not, or if you accept it or not, it appears in your day-to-day life. And it's some things that I do that may be off to other people, and it may be because of my ADHD, or it just may be because this is what I like and this is what I'm gonna do. But I'm excited about getting reevaluated, but I'm gonna keep you guys wrapped up in a loop about it. But that's just about it. Sums up my video. So that's the update on Get Classy with Sasha. I do look forward to pushing out more content on my business. pushing on more videos and just all types of stuff. But I'm not gonna jump straight into it. I'm gonna take my time and I'm gonna ease my way into it because I don't want to burn out. Right? You don't want to burn out. I don't want to burn out. So I'm gonna take my time and I'm gonna ease my way into pushing out content, to doing what I have to do. But yes, that's the update on Sasha. It's the update on Get Classy with Sasha. I hope you guys have a beautiful, wonderful day, and I thank you so much for tuning into my channel, and may the good Lord bless you and your family. Bye.